to really get a sense of what's going on and the ins and out of it, you have to understand one thing, and that is the war on drugs in America back then. It has no beginning and has no end. And it's very simple. And once you understand the meaning of that phrase, why it has no meaning, why it has no end, it gives you a clear picture of what's going on. It's because we're pretty much fighting the war onto the drugs, right? But we're not going after where they originate from, who is enabling all of this to happen. And once you have that figured out, you begin to get the full sense of it. And that's why the video you showed, they were perfect, because that's the whole idea of it. It's just that the fentanyl that's being shipped right now, it's sent here to disrupt and destroy America as a part of the 3F plan and under the umbrella of the unrestricted warfare, right? Like all the means they're able to use. Now we take a look at, drug trafficking back then. Someone has to enable it, whatnot. When it comes to cocaine, methamphetamine, any type of all of that older stuff. Now, when we talk about fentanyl, there's a loophole in this, and that is a medicine, right? It's also used in the medical industry as well. So what they used to do back in the day when we fought the war on drugs was that the cartels would give up maybe a couple pounds for the DEA to confiscate, and then they push 2-3 tons. That's what they would do back then. Now this is kind of similar, where you give a bottle of liquor, you give up 2 mooncakes, here you go, a case of fentanyl. So this is kind of a little bit similar in their methods of how they want to do things. It's just that they're able to do this on a level that is unprecedented before. Because before it is all illegal, but now it's counted as a medicine. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And if you look at it as a whole, right, we're also using it in the medical industry. That can get people hooked if they're not using the right dosage, which they can easily lie about. And if they up the dosage and get people addicted, that's what get the stuff on the streets to sell more. And that's how you can easily disrupt America and destroy America. But but going back to the first point I made, all of this, it's not to fight a war on fentanyl. This is not a war on fentanyl. We should take this to the CCP, because they're the ones that's shipping this stuff over. And if we don't stop the CCP, we don't take down the CCP. Today is fentanyl, tomorrow is something else. Because we have to think about, where did fentanyl come from? What are the precursors, right? Because for them to break down a previous drug and to turn it into fentanyl, it makes them even more money than they did. It's simple. It's basically you're basically scrapping a Cadillac for parts and creating 10 Toyotas out of it, and you're flipping them for more money. So essentially, if we don't take down the CCP, this issue will only get worse, and that's why the war has no end. So